The biggest game of a Ressies 4.0 draft. Sway gets the first pick. With the first pick of the biggest game of a Ressies draft, the Elizabeth Eagles select Shay Smithy, originally of Salisbury Inclusive, and he also played for Eastern Park Inclusive for a bit and also played for Goodwood Inclusive. That should be a good first pick. Now, Lockleys get their first pick, which they'll use to take Stephen Motlop, the bloke who kicked the winning goal back in Showdown 44. No Tom Jones in the game. Check to see Phil Davis is there. That's the other Phil Davis. With selection 3 in the biggest game of Ressies draft, the Elizabeth Eagles the Elizabeth. We'll go for a defender. Third pick. The Elizabeth Eagles select Riles Macker. Riles is now an Eagle. And now Lockleys have got the fourth pick. Who'll be heading off to Lockleys? Fourth pick in the 12 Ressies draft. The Lockleys Demons select Connor Rogers. From Bottle Park Animals. And now for the fifth pick. With the fifth pick, the Elizabeth Eagles select Dre Bennett. That's it. That's a good pick. Great pick up in that one. You feel weird saying Dre and an Eagle. Elizabeth Eagles Guernsey with the sixth pick. Well, Lockleys are also going to need a midfielder. The Demons select Ressies. The Lockleys Demons are going with Robbo with the sixth pick. Select Robbo. Normally at the Carlton and Brisbane football clubs. with the 7th pick. The Elizabeth Eagles select Lockie Brown. That's a great pick, another great pickup for Elizabeth. Lockie Brown coming into the forward line with the 8th pick of the Div 12 Ressies draft. And Lockleys 2 are going to need a forward on their team. The Lockleys Demons get Richmond Gorringe with the 8th pick. That is a bit of a weird pickup for Lockleys, going with Gorringe. After Checkers missed out on Lockie Brown, he went with Gorringe. Anyway, back to Elizabeth. Pick number 9. Elizabeth Eagles. They're going to be getting another King of the North. The King of the North. Another Northern King. That is a great pickup for Elizabeth. They've gone with Manny Knight with the 9th pick. First they got the King of Elizabeth, and now they got the King of Gawler. And they've also got the King of the Barossa, Dre Bennett. Elizabeth are stacking up with Elizabeth Barossa and Gawler talent. Tenth pick. The Lockleys Demons are going with Jim Brady, former state captain, who unfortunately tore his knee at 14 years old. With number 11, Elizabeth Nita Ruck. Combat with Checkers. The Eagles select Charles Caldwell, the 218 centimeter rookie, formerly of basketball. He's basically the giant for Elizabeth Eagles. Now, Lockleys get the 12th pick. How will Checkers respond? He decided to go. He decided to go with Kados McDonald with the 12th pick in the draft. Now it's back to Elizabeth. With the 13th pick, the Eagles going with Andy Monroe. From Monroe Jumpers. Checkers have got now. Checkers has got the pick. Who will Lockley's select? The Lockley's Demons are going with Miles Shepherd with the 14th pick. With the 15th pick, the Elizabeth Eagles are going with Prime Train. That is another great addition for the Eagles. So now Elizabeth get that next. It's Lockley's who got the next pick. With the 16th pick, the Lockley's Demons select Ryder Headsheet. Seventeenth pick in the draft. The Elizabeth Eagles select. They're going to need another key defender. We'll go with Tree 40. See, 340s off to Elizabeth, aka the one who goes to the Eagles. And now we've got the 18th pick. The Lockley's Demons are going with. They're going with Miles Shepard's brother Archie. The two Shepmates. Well, they're on the same team this year. They're at Lockley's. That's 10 on the Demons, and 10 on the Eagles. Elizabeth so far got 2 forwards, 2 key forwards, 2 mids, 2 key defenders, and a general defender, and a ruck in Charles Caldwell. With the 17th pick, the Elizabeth Eagles select Dylan Buckley. From Dylan Franks. Now let's look at Lockleig's breakdown. Oh, they need a key defender, another key in the back line. With the 18th pick, the Lockleig's Demons select young King Coxon. So, nearly. Elizabeth have got 19. Who do they go for now? Let's see if they can get another forward. To their team. Elizabeth have selected Will Taylor. Possibly another ultimate Ressie. And with the 20th pick, the Lockleys Demons selected Zach Delmenico. They got the key for what they needed. Let me check the academy, see there's Drake. Found him. With the 21st pick, the Elizabeth Eagles select J.P. Drake. He looks a bit different. He might be our super sub. There's a trade facilitated. Elizabeth trading Drake to Lockleys for the next pick. Trade's been done, and the Elizabeth Eagles select Cooper Hamilton. Now it's the 23rd pick. Elizabeth got Drake. That Lockley's got Drake. 24th pick, Eagles got Taylor. Not Will Taylor, they picked him earlier, but Hamilton was taken 24th. With the 25th pick. Draft. 25th pick in the draft. Staggy becomes an Eagle. With the 26th pick. Sammy Glagora's off the Lockleys. Well, this is anyway. This is about the Chargap brothers. Elizabeth versus Lockleys. Lockleys have got Zach and Sam, while Elizabeth have got Ray and myself. Socks are up as well for Drake. I'm just going to go behind. He's about 178 centimeters. Anyways, we're back to the draft. There was a bit of a malfunction. With the 25th pick. The Elizabeth Eagles go with Roaming Has. With the 26th pick. The Lockleys Demons select Sammy Gabbett. Two Sammy G's or an Elizabeth Gregor. Lockleys got two Sammy G's, Gregor, and get it. Defenders. With the 27th pick, Elizabeth Eagles select play 17. With the 28th pick, the Lockleys Demons select Jarrah Davis. There are a few notable names still yet to be picked, like Twisty Free, Carman 22. They're all still waiting their turn. With the 29th pick, now with the 31st pick in the draft, the Elizabeth Eagles select Cameron Miratore. Picked by Elizabeth. With the 32nd pick in the draft, Twisty Free becomes a Lockleys Demon. Third pick, Elizabeth need another defender. Just about complete our 18. With the 33rd pick, Elizabeth Eagles select Jake. Hang on a minute. They pick Lockie Miller from the Geelong Cats fan club. With the 34th pick, well, he's been waiting his turn for so long. Cardman finally gets picked. With the 34th pick, Lockley select Cardman 22. Got our subs sorted. Both clubs. Now we need midfielders. With the 35th pick, the Elizabeth Eagles select Travis Boak. Elizabeth pick up a Port Adelaide player who just recently retired. And what would be your next pick? The Lockleys Demons go with Brodie Smith. However, with this next pick, Elizabeth, they're going to need another ruck. Ruckman available. Elizabeth have decided on Aidan Bagg. The backup Caldwell. He used to play for Collingwood for like 3 games. While Lockley's came up gone. Team. Who's going to be our next pick? Elizabeth select Ollie Gill. Plays another forward option. Who does Lockleys need for another forward option? 'Lockleys go with Football Sirens. Another bit of defensive cover is needed for Elizabeth. The Eagles go with Jake Rice. 99 rated defender. But hang on a minute. You'll probably go to Lockleys. Meaning they had to reconsider it as Elizabeth now go as Abenel. With the 22nd pick, Lockleys go with Ricey. check for Dixon, see if he's in the game. Maybe on the hub. Maybe not football sirens for Lockleys, as he might be in the reserves. Because I found Lockleys pretty much another thought option. They've pretty much got a senior citizen to play as their new key forward. Alan Jakovic, 58 years old. Hasn't touched a footy in 30 years. I reckon he'd be pretty much past it. See if he can kick at least one goal. Lineup's pretty much completed as Elizabeth used our last pick to get Pride Train's brother. And now Lachlan's at the last pick. And the leftovers will be coming after this video. Lockley select Clan Murray with the last pick of the draft. And that will wrap up the draft for the biggest game of Ressies 4.0. And I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the game when it happens.